Yeah, hello.
Yes, my friend, you are live on air. You are a Muslim, right?
I am, yes.
All right. What do you like to say to us? Did you see the title of the topic?
Yeah, I did. Let me see. Muhammad was a law illiterate.
Yes. Is he illiterate or he's not?
First of all, Allah is God, right? So are we
I don't know.
judging whether he can read?
It's not about reading. Or see, the word illiterate, by the way, you Muslims, you have it wrong. The word illiterate is about illiterate about knowledge, not illiterate about writing and reading. Because I can be a person who knows. You can be a person who knows more than me, but you don't know how to write, how to read, and I can make it simple for you. If you are a person who was born in America and you did not go to school, I assure you still you can speak better than English than me, and I am the one who went to school, right?
Yeah, and
Okay,
sorry.
so illiteracy have many side and many ways, but the Quran never said that Muhammad is illiterate is a person who do not know how to write, how to read. There's a single verse saying that.
No, there doesn't have to be a verse saying that. I mean, it's
No,
just
actually
sort
there
of
is, there is, but
textual.
it doesn't say he did not know how to write, how to read. It says he is ummi, which means from the Gomai, which means people who do not know the book. If you go to the Quran, chapter 2, verse number 78, it says, and there among them illiterates who know
Right, right.
not, the book. So the Quran give you definition that the one who do not know the book of God, they are illiterate. This is not about writing and reading.
So like I hear what you're saying, but how does this help? How does this even question help a human being decide whether or not, like, whether the
Okay,
Quran
you
or the
okay, my friend.
Bible is a source of
I
truth?
don't know what's your
Please, I
name.
let you talk, but let me please
What?
talk.
Yeah.
So, as
What's your
human
name?
beings,
What's your name? What I will call you?
AJ, AJ,
AJ. Okay.
yes. So let me just make my point real quick. So the questions you ask here,
Hmm.
I guess as an audience listening and as humans just going about our lives, we all just want to know, like, what is the truth? What is the message? What is the way of life that we should live? And so you have this debate about, Quran, the Torah, the Bible, or Hinduism, or all these religions out there. Why do we even need a religion? And I guess the topics that we're discussing here, does it get to the point of sort of like analyzing or breaking these things down? And that's where, like, I want to ask, what is your, like, with your topic here, was Allah illiterate? I'm not sure, like, why that question is important to us.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Illiteracy here for me is about ignorance. So if God is ignorant, that means he is not God. Do I agree?
Yeah, I agree.
All right. So is it an ignorance act to say that the sun uh, uh,
But CP, wait,
set in a murky water?
no, wait. Okay, so you made a good point. If something is ignorant, I mean, if something is, doesn't make sense, then
No, no,
God
not
is.
about make sense. No, I'm not saying about make sense. Don't take my, let me repeat again. I'm not saying it doesn't make sense because I will tell you something. Uh, 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 Jesus is born of a virgin. Scientifically, that does not make sense. Correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. But we believe that God is capable of everything. Nothing is impossible with God, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Not
So it makes sense for the one who believe. It doesn't make sense for the one who's an atheist. Do you agree?
right. Yeah.
So this is not really our topic. What we are talking about here, that this God, either he know or he do not know. So when I claim that I know, and then I turn to be that I do not know, that's mean I am not God.
But if that's the logic you're saying, then we wouldn't be Christians, Judaism. We wouldn't believe any of that because it doesn't make sense. So
No, no, no. You
how
see,
is,
no, no,
like,
no, no, no. You see, when your God here speak about what is it is like easy thing to discover it's true or not. As an example, uh, was the sperm the one
yeah, I
taking the
actually
baby?
have,
Did the
yeah,
sperm
studied that
did
scientifically,
yeah?
and it doesn't say sperm itself. The verse is about the fluids and what makes up the fluids that are
No,
ejaculated.
no, no, no,
Well,
no.
that, I mean,
Okay, hold on.
like,
Okay, a
okay,
fluid, that fluid is what? Is the sperm, right?
it consists of that, but not a
No,
very
no,
small
no,
percentage
no.
of it.
Read carefully with me. If you go to the Quran, you will see that the a nutfa is the semen, is a
Mhm.
millions of semen, and this your Muslim translation saying a sperm. It turned to be to a congealed dead blood. How in the world this is from God? This is not about metaphorical or anything. It's,
No, but doesn't it say gushing water? Because that the translation isn't exactly like the sperm
you are talking about
as
different.
a entity.
You are talking about different verse now. I'm talking about chapter 23, verse number 14. The sperm transform into a congealed blood. But all of us, we know that congealed blood is dead blood. It's a clot. Even your translation is saying so. The Muslim trying to avoid that, they say it's a clinking thing, but nowhere in the Quran it says a clinking thing. Alaqa is the dead blood. When you injured yourself, you have a little piece of blood, dry blood, cover your skin as
What
a
are we talking
bandage.
about? Sperm or blood? I'm confused.
It is
Sorry.
a sperm. According to the Quran, the sperm will become a dead blood, and then the dead blood became a
Where
lump.
does it? Where is it? 23. Anyway, I think like where can we?
23:14. 23:14.
23, 14. I
I have
mean,
it for
I
you on the
thought we were
screen.
talking about the chapter where it says the clot. Okay, so then we made sperm drop into clinging clot. So you have that on your screen,
There's
or
no
do you
clinging
want me?
cloth. This is a fabricated translation. There's no way. Where is the word clinking? It says
No,
alaqa.
no. I mean, when we're talking about translation, right? It's very difficult
Okay,
because
my friend, do you
Arabic
speak
is.
Arabic? Do you speak Arabic?
I
Here we go.
don't know.
Okay.
I don't. That's the issue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, it says alaqa. You can go to the dictionary and you will see the dictionary. It's alaqa is the dead blood. This is why the translation here says.
But isn't blood is from clot? It's a clotting red blood cells, right? That
Yeah, but
clots.
it's dead. The clot is a dead blood. This is the clot. The blood became a clot when it died. It's dead. You know. So there is a when it's lose the life, and then that blood will have a like let's say a material will make it solid, so it can stop the bleeding. This is the purpose of it. But if that happen inside your inside your
Okay.
body, that can cause heart attack. But usually the clot is very helpful. When you have a cut in your hand or your foot, your body repair itself by making a clot to stop the bleeding. It's like a bandage. It is.
So when was this written? I mean, this verse was like sort of in, we could say like, AD, what, 600 or whatever it was, right?
Doesn't
So
matter. It's
at this
God,
time,
my
but what
friend.
matters is that this was revealed at a time where people had no idea of what science was,
Okay,
right? So that,
should we
yeah.
reveal something stupid at the time of no science to make it more stupid?
No, but I mean,
Okay.
this is obviously, you have to agree that this is a revelation that's very like deep that people did not know about. And so,
How is that deep? What are you talking about? Everybody
well,
knows.
I'll tell you the deepest thing in
Okay, you know
the
what?
Quran
I
that
will do
really,
this with you.
yeah,
Can you show me something? Forget. I don't want to choose for you bad things in the
yeah.
Quran. Can you show me one thing in the Quran can confirm to us that this is a book from God?
Oh, one thing that could confirm.
Hmm.
Well, I think, like, first of all, like a lot of it is based on sort of, you know, the feeling, right? Like, why would Christians say that? Like, why do Christians believe that the Bible is true? Well,
Hmm.
they put emotions to it. They, read it and it makes them feel better, so they
Okay.
believe it's true. So the Muslims, feel the same way. And one thing about Islam that I know personally is during Ramadan, we feel that the Iblis or the devil is chained at that time, meaning the devil does not influence us as much. The voices are kind of gone.
Hmm.
During non-Ramadan times, we know that the devil exists because sometimes we hear those voices say, do something this, do something wrong, steal that money that's sitting on the table. But then we don't act on it
Hmm.
if we want to believe. So those are the reasons why sort of I think that month, that Ramadan confirms that this is true from the Word of God. Because why in that month is it such a feeling that I don't get any other months? And
Hmm.
it's not me, it's billions of people.
Hmm.
And that's only, but anyway, so you're talking about your questions about the
No, no, no.
verse.
Stop,
I
stop,
would
please,
say
stop. Let me
what
make a
made me
comment about
believe,
Ramadan. Let me comment about
okay,
Ramadan. According to Muslims countries, and I can show you right now in the screen, that in Ramadan the crimes increase in a horrible way. And the Muslim they claim that the reason that Ramadan is have more crimes than other months is because people are fasting and they lose their nerve and they start beating each other or attack each other or even use
yeah.
knives and
But
weapons.
I've practiced Ramadan without fasting before too. So
Okay,
it's still it's very difficult to explain. But here, let me tell you what I
my friend, it
believe.
is you who
Like,
mentioned Ramadan to me. That Ramadan is a proof. So if Shaitan is a chained in Ramadan, so why there's a crimes in Ramadan? Who is the one doing the
Well,
crime?
that's because the people decide to go ahead and do it. That's up to
But
everybody's free
shaitan is
will.
the chain. Is shaitan is a chain, right?
Well, the shaitan is
Okay, so
meaning chain, meaning
who is the one is
that means the
whispering?
people. The people do it. The people, right?
Okay, so now we blame the people, we don't blame the shaitan no more. So shaitan
No,
is
no,
not a
no.
chain.
In the end, no, CP. In the end, we are accountable for what we do. That
Hmm.
we can't blame the devil for doing something.
But you
What the
just did.
devil does is encourages
Okay.
people to do something wrong. I mean, it's in every
Okay,
like in
you made a
other
good
religions
point.
too.
You made a good point. So when a human being he commits sin, uh, uh, is he doing the sin or it is the evil one making him do sin?
It has to it starts with someone, the devil or shaitan, a voice that says do wrong, and even though we don't intentionally want
Okay,
to do harm, we make the mistake. So
okay.
it's two things,
Let us
right?
make it simple. The first one who did wrong, who is the one who
Hmm.
made him do wrong? Shaitan or Allah?
Wait, why you Allah is just the creator of the shaitan and the creator
I'm
of human
asking a
beings,
question. You can
right?
answer me, my friend. Who is the first one who taught Adam to do wrong? Shaitan or Allah?
Well, I think it's like when you mean who taught
Yes.
to do wrong,
Who
it's
is the
the
one?
shaitan. The
Okay.
shaitan put the voice to go against what is
Okay.
right,
All right.
which means that's a
So,
sin,
my
right?
friend, you just said everybody heard you. Uh, Shaitan is the one who did that. Why you are saying Shaitan? What if it's Allah?
Well, I mean, how, like, what if it's a ghost? I mean, why would you say, what if it's Allah? That doesn't make sense, man.
Doesn't make
Let's be
sense.
real.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
like,
In the
how would you
Quran,
say, what if? What if it's this? What if it's that?
all right.
You can't just keep saying,
No,
what
no, I'm not
if?
saying what if. I have a proof. Just wait, my friend. Just I'm having a conversation with
Okay,
you. In the
sure.
Quran, chapter 20, it says that Shaitan is the one who whispered into Adam. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, just like it whispers into us,
Okay.
right? Like people, yes.
If we go to your prophet, we will find that the one who made Adam commit sin, it was Allah. Here we go. According to your prophet, Adam, he was just a victim of Allah's plan. So Shaitan, he was whispering because Allah ordered Shaitan to whisper to Adam. Read for me. I will put it for you on
Of
the screen.
course, no, it's true. Allah is the one that created. If God, the creator, didn't want the shaitan to exist, it wouldn't exist. But it's here for a
This is not the
reason.
question, my friends. Focus with me. The question is, who is the one who made Adam commit sin? Is it Shaitan or Allah? You said to me Shaitan, correct?
It's the shaitan put the voice, and Adam was the one that committed the sin.
But this is not the question. Focus with me. Is it focus? I want you to focus with me with two
I
things.
am,
Is it
but Adam,
Shaitan?
does he
Is it
have free
Shaitan or
will?
Allah? Who is the one who made Adam do the sin? Focus with me, please. Don't put Adam in the middle now.
But
Is
can you
it?
explain
Is
what
it?
made? What do you
Okay.
mean by made the person? How
Made.
does make?
He forced him to do it.
He what forces?
He forced him to do it. Who forced Adam to do sin? Shaitan or Allah?
So, okay, look, if I make a sin, let's forget about Adam. If I make a sin, who forces me to make the sin?
Allah.
Really?
Name for me a
God.
sin of your choice. Name for me a sin.
But what is Allah God, right?
Is
You have to agree.
is
Allah means God. It's
is
the same
adultery,
word.
my friend? Okay, is AJ is adultery is a sin?
Yes, it's a sin
Okay,
according to who?
okay.
According
According to
to,
your religion, suppose,
yeah,
right?
according to
Okay,
Islam and the Christianity, right?
okay. Listen,
So all
no
religions.
problem. No, in Islam
Yeah.
actually adultery is halal. We can show you that. But let us go now for this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Who is the one? Do you choose to do adultery or Allah force you to do adultery?
I make the choice.
Okay. Read for me the hadith in the screen then.
Okay, so Allah's messenger about the punishment of the grave. He said, yes, there is punishment in the grave.
No, no, no. You are reading.
Oh, sorry.
You
I
refresh your
okay.
page, you will find. Okay.
All I see is punishment in the grave at the beginning. Is that it?
No, it's still.
Oh,
I
there you
think
go.
you have
Okay,
a
there you go.
delay.
There you go. Okay. So man will indulge in which he of
Read
necessity
from the
must
beginning.
commit.
Read from the beginning, please.
Oh yeah,
Verily,
there's a lag. Yeah.
verily Allah. Okay.
Has fixed the very portion of adultery which a man will indulge in, and which he of necessity must commit. The adultery of the eye is the lustful look, and the adultery of the tongue is the lascivious speech. The heart desires and yearns, which the parts may or may not put into effect. Okay, so I read this as, we could indulge in that, And you know,
You
this is
could.
English, this is Arabic to English. So each
My
little
friend, this is
word.
not an excuse. I speak Arabic very well. إن الله كتب على ابن آدم كتب على he wrote his fate to Ibn Adam that حظه من الزنا. So it is Allah who wrote the fate of Adam, how much zina, which means adultery, fornication, he will do. And then he continue all kind of fornication he will do, which is of necessity
Yeah,
he
there
will
are
commit.
people that do it. I agree.
Okay, no
There are
problem. But Allah is the one who forced you. I asked you, who is the one who chose to do
Where
adultery?
does it
You?
say Allah forces you?
It
I think
says,
it's like,
my friend, it's a fixed very portion of adultery. Allah has fixed. It's not you who can change it. It's Allah who have fixed to you how much adultery you will do. It's already ordered. It's already.
yes, I think that like I mean, first of all, how does this help us? How does this, first of all, we have to agree that adultery is a sin. We do agree that, right? With
Not in
Christianity
Islam,
or any religion.
not anymore. Because if Allah is the one who forced me to commit sin, how in the world this is my sin?
So then you mean like we could just do it?
I'm
You
not
mean just
saying
go
that.
ahead?
I'm not saying. I'm discussing that the idea. Focus with me, please. If Allah is the one who is forcing me to do adultery, and I have no choice of
But
it.
do we have free will? Do we have free will,
No, you don't have a
CP?
free will in Islam. You don't. This is the whole
We
talk.
do.
This is
Okay,
the.
okay, let's say tomorrow I
Okay,
become a
let us
Christian.
go
So
back.
all of a
No,
sudden
no,
I
no,
don't
no,
have
no,
free
no.
will?
I'm
No,
not.
wait, see,
I am a person believing in free will, my friend. Don't debate me about it. So we're debating for
but then
nothing.
how by
But we
me
are
being
talking
from
about.
Muslim to,
We are
okay,
talking about your religion, not
but
about the.
CP, regardless of what religion I am, we
Okay.
all have free will. We agree
No,
on that.
no,
So how can you say
no. If you
that,
have
how can you make a
religion, if you
claim
have a
that
religion, it's called Islam. You don't have a free will. Are you a Muslim or you're not?
I am and there is free
Okay.
will in Islam,
Okay, here we
CP? Come
go.
on.
Read for
Come on,
me.
CP,
Read
there
for me.
is free will in
Let us
Islam.
go back to Adam. Did Adam choose to commit sin, or Adam he was forced to commit sin? Was it a free will to commit sin? Disobey
It
Allah?
was his free will, yes. It has always
Okay,
been like
read.
that.
Okay,
You're
read
just
your
claiming
prophet. Okay,
something.
read your prophet story. Here we go. Go read in front of you.
It's lagging a little. It's a sneezing. Oh no.
No, there was an argument between Adam and Moses. You see it?
What are we reading here? Is this the Quran or is this
No,
Hadith?
this is your prophet words. We have to respect your prophet words, don't we?
Yeah, the Hadiths,
Okay,
right? We're
okay.
respecting, but we need to jump. We need to first establish basis of
No,
like what
the basis is not your teaching,
there's
not my teaching.
context of
Basis,
Hadith is
the
very
basis of
difficult.
Islam is the
No,
teaching
Hadith
of.
is very, very
It's
difficult,
not
my
up to
friend.
you. It's not up to you, not up to me. Your prophet is the prophet, not you, not me. Correct?
Well,
So
okay,
what?
so let's agree on something. We agree there's free will, right? That
No,
all humans have free will.
not according
So
to
whether
Islam.
we're
Not
Muslims or
according to
not,
Islam. Not according to Islam.
that's not true, my friend.
Okay,
I'm
then
telling you,
read
as a
what your prophet
Muslim, we have
said.
free will.
Then read what your prophet said.
It doesn't matter what this
No, it
says. There
matter
is
what your
free
prophet
will.
says because you are saying something against what your prophet said.
But let's go to the Quran on whether there's free will or
Okay,
not. I
we
mean,
can go to the Quran. We can go to the Quran. Here we
this
go.
is
The
very
Quran.
deep. This
No,
is
the
very deep.
Quran says the same, that everything is, it was a destiny. Here we go. Even bad things happen to you, it was decision made by Allah. Here we
Okay.
go.
Whatever we're talking about, CP, which we've jumped subjects and
You are
stuff.
the
But
one
my
who is
point,
jumping subject. It means you
no,
said
I am. Yeah,
okay,
I am.
okay.
But I want to make
So
a point before while I jump to subjects before I get deeper. Is regardless of what the subjects are, we could debate about every topic in the world. But the true question of listeners and human beings walking on Earth is what is what are we comparing and why are we
you are
and
trying to
okay is the
escape.
Quran the source of
You are
truth?
trying to escape the topic which we started, and we need to finish. I don't allow
Oh,
that.
okay, so then you asked me this question way back was how is the Quran the
When
source of
we
truth? What
commit
is true
sin,
in the Quran?
look what happened, my friend. I don't want to hang up on you. I don't want to be rude to you. But obviously, you are trying to run away from your prophecy. If your prophet say that Adam did not commit sin, it was Allah who forced him to commit sin, and then you say to me, who care? So what kind of a Muslim you are?
You're
So
right, CP. I'm sorry. I care. And here's what I want to care about more is I want to talk about you asked me the original question, what in the Quran prophecies were true. We could debate this all day, but let's talk about the revelations about the Pharaoh, the kings of the Egyptian times, those revelations, and even the mummies that were preserved.
mm,
The great Pharaoh Ramses II was preserved, and that was a
mm,
prophecy that
mm,
was created in the Bible. Yeah,
mm,
because you're from the area.
mm,
That Egypt was buried those times when the Quran was
uh-huh,
revealed.
mm,
How
mm,
did that get revealed, and how did it come to light? you know, in the 1880s when the mummy was found? How come
Mm.
it wasn't found all those that thousand something years? You
Mm.
know, how? Yeah, the 1200 years.
Mm.
Please explain that. If the
My
Quran is
friend,
not
your
true, why
Quran
did it
says
prophesize that?
Anjayna jasadahu, which means the body was not buried. So you just did beat your Quran. Because according to them, this is discovery of a body which is buried. But according to your Quran, the body never buried and it was always exposed. So this is a stupid statement of the Quran.
Wait,
Secondly,
wait. It was always
Quran,
exposed. It was inside of a buried like you
according to
know
your
in the
Quran,
tomb.
according to your Quran, the body was not buried.
No, no, not buried. Yes, it wasn't buried. It was preserved,
Okay,
right?
no, no. It
But
says,
it was buried
my
under
friend, my
sand, and
friend,
excavators
the
had to.
body of the Pharaoh not preserved by Allah. Those people they make mummy, and the mummy simply they take they take what is inside the body and they add their own liquid to preserve it. So it's not Allah who preserved that mummy you are talking about. Is it Allah who made the surgery for the guy take his belly and his stomach off?
No, no, no. It wasn't.
Okay.
I'm not claiming
So,
that.
so this is what you said. This is what you said. Secondly, your God is an ignorant God. He said, Ali Pharaoh. So your God, he thinks that Pharaoh, his name is Pharaoh, but this is not his name. If we type the word Al in the Quran, we will find many verses in the Quran speaking about Al Musa's. If we ask you what Al Musa's mean, you will
There is
say that,
one. There was one. There was one pharaoh that Musa met,
no, no,
Ramses
there's
the
many pharaohs.
second.
That is an ignorant statement, my friend. There's many pharaoh. Pharaoh is a title of the king at that time. Any king,
That's not
he
true.
become
That's
the
not
king.
true. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
yes, yes,
There's a
yes,
king. There's
yes.
a king, and there's pharaoh. There's one
Any
pharaoh.
king, any king. You can go and search right now in Google. You will find any
I
king
have.
who
I have done
become. No, you did not. You
research.
are reading Muslim articles. They are funny. So he says, Alu Pharaoh, the family of Pharaoh. He's a person for Muhammad. His name is Pharaoh. Alu Musa's. There's a person. His name is Musa's. Alu Ibrahim. There's a person. His name is Ibrahim. So Alu Yaqub. Alu Israel. So all of them, those are Alu, which mean Al is a word we add before the name of an individual. Alu Yaqub. So you're a prophet. He claimed that Pharaoh is a name of the king when this is not a name.
Okay. I mean, so
آل لوط آل لوط آل موسى آل إبراهيم آل يعقوب آل فرعون آل داود
yeah.
آل داود. See, the
But
Al
pharaoh
always,
was the only title.
the
Pharaoh
Al,
was the only
no, it's not a
title given
title.
to
This is not a title. Al Dawood. Dawood is not a
your
title. This is not,
own. Your own people on the chat says it's a title.
the
So
Pharaoh is a
I don't
title.
know.
The Pharaoh is a title, but in the Quran, it's a name. In the Quran, the silly one who wrote the Quran, he think that the Pharaoh is a name of the person. So Alu Dawood, Dawood is not a title, is a name of a person. His name is Dawood, correct? So when we say Alu Dawood, we are saying the family of David. You can read the translation, chapter 34, verse number 13. When we say Alu Musa's, Alu Lut, this is the family of Lut. Lut is a person. His name is Lut. Alu Yaqub, the family of Jacob. This is a person. His name is Jacob. So Al is a word is added before an individual name. So when the Quran says Al Pharaoh, the Quran claiming that Pharaoh, his name is Pharaoh. And that is a very big error.
Well, you know, I mean, like the thing
I will
is,
give you,
it's
okay,
all in the
give me
Rosetta
something else. You
Stone.
know,
It's all been.
this one did not work for you. Give me something else just to show you
I,
that Allah is
no, no.
ignorant.
Look, I'm not trying to win anything here.
It's
Like,
not about winning.
you know, I listen to what you
We
say.
are having a nice conversation, me and you.
Yeah, we
Okay.
are, we are.
So,
But
all right.
like the evidence is not just from me. This is we can debate this and we can have a civilized conversation. You just seem to put everything down and you seem to just like say
I put
words.
it down with the proof. I'm not making a speech. I just
But
showed you from
where
the
there's
Quran.
no proof here. You took
I just did.
2 minutes on
Al is
proof.
a word you add before an individual name. Read with me the Quran. I'm showing you verses one after one, and you say to me there's no proof. Here we go. Al Pharaoh,
CP, how
chapter
are
2.
your
Hold
audience? How
on.
is your audience agreeing
Chapter
with?
2,
How does
verse
your
1.
audience? CP,
But
please, respectfully, I listen to you. Just
forget
please
about
listen.
my audience, please. Me and you are talking
No,
one
but
at
your
a time.
audience is the one just following you and chatting, and they don't really understand that every time you bring the Arabic word, not one of your audience members knows Arabic,
You don't know
number
Arabic
one.
too.
I know I don't either, but I'm not
Okay.
claiming to know
So
it. I'm
how
not
you
claiming
so how you follow a book? It have to be in Arabic, and you do not know Arabic. Do you pray to Allah in English
because
or you
there
pray in
are
Arabic?
scholars, there are real scholars that are
Where
out
are
there that
they? Okay,
explain
I wanna do
this stuff.
something. I have an offer for you. Can you call a sheikh right now who speak Arabic to talk to me, and you just join us?
I wish I could, but I don't know
Why
everyone's
not?
schedule. Could you schedule a shake?
I go
You know, that's
online.
what I would love,
I
CP. I
go.
really respect you. I respect that you have a lot of followers, but I would love to see you debate someone that's a scholarly Muslim. I've never seen that, and I
Okay.
really want that because I am on the fence of whether I should be Christian or Muslim, and I need someone. I need the Christians to stand up and defend their Bible, and I need them to refute the Quran without calling names, without putting it down, but show evidence against. And I don't see that on YouTube. I also don't see I don't see any new reverts from atheism to Christianity that even can explain just like the reverts that Muslims are. There are millions of reverts on YouTube that defend Islam and can defend it, feel good about it, and know what they're talking about. And there are many scholars and they're debaters. The people
Okay.
at EF
My
Dawa, they
friend,
are really defending Islam. Let me finish, CP, please.
if you
In
watch
EF
my
Dawa, they're
videos,
defending they're defending
who,
Islam, and they're doing a good job. But I don't hear you defending the Bible.
No,
I
no, give me
don't.
the name. The name. Who is the person who defends Islam?
There are so many. There's
No, no, give
EF
me the name. You
Dawa.
said, did you say Ali Dawa?
Okay, there's a good one in San Diego. Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
this guy
about?
is an idiot. This guy, he said that your prophet, he never been Abrahamic. He said your prophet was always pagan. He said he is not from Abrahamic
What's
faith.
his name? What's his name? Sheikh.
Othman, this guy, what
Yeah, yeah.
he will never dare to debate me.
But he sounds really
But
true.
okay,
He sounds
let
true.
us see if he sound true. He said that
Then
Maria. He said Maria, the prophet, he honor her, he free her, and then he married her. And then if we check Islamic books, we will find that he never freed her, he never honor her, and he never married her. He is a scam.
who?
This guy, Sheikh Uthman, he said that. And then he said that Muhammad he was not from the Abrahamic faith, and that destroy all of Islam. So the guy you call him good is an idiot. And
No, no, no. But
okay,
like,
and
why?
hold on. Why
Why?
don't call
Okay,
him right now? Why don't call him right now? Let him between with me. You will see he's a chicken. This guy
but
don't dare even
you
to
would
say hello
have
to me.
thousands of viewers
Doesn't matter how many
if you
thousand.
whip with.
You Muslims support any idiot. I can prove it to you easy. Here we go. He just said Muhammad is not from the Abrahamic faith, so he was for 40 years a pagan worship in Blackstone. How you accept as an insult to your prophet?
I'm not saying he's right and you're wrong. CP, I'm not saying that
Mimi
he's right.
Hijab is making fun of your prophet about suckle him. Go and see how many videos he made about suckling for breastfeeding for adult. This is the verse from the Quran. And not only that, he denied that Allah has
But
hands
how
and he
does this
has
help
foot.
me, CP? I listen to you. I listen to
How
you. But
this
how
help
does
you?
this help me? How does this
It
help
is
me in
you
my
who
life?
mentioned them, not me. So the question will go to you. How that's helping you mentioning those idiots to help you? It's not me
But
who it's not me
CP,
who talk about them.
if I said what you said about every Christian or Jew or any other
My
religion or
friend,
even
we
Muslim,
have a proof of what they
let me
say. We
finish,
have a
please.
proof of what they say. It's in the video. So they said your prophet never was Abrahamic, and he is not
Mr.
from the
Brent,
Abrahamic
Mr.
faith.
CP,
So
please let me finish my point. If I did what you just did about putting people down for one thing they did and ruin the whole religion for that,
I don't
then
care, my
then
friend.
the Christian religion.
I'm not putting people down. It is you who mentioned that they are the one who do good work defending Islam. It's you who mentioned their names. So now I'm getting you. I don't want to say get you busted. I'm saying I'm getting them busted because
No,
they
no,
are not making good defense. Muslims are leaving Islam, and you say there's a million people they left Islam. According to Al Jazeera TV, 16,000 Muslims leave Islam a day, not a year. Even Mimi Hijab, after his debate with David Wood, he made a video asking for donations. Says, guys, do you know that 176,000 left Islam last year? Do you know that we are the
but I
only one
think,
who can
but
defend Islam? So you are talking to me something, and they are saying something. Look
no,
like
there are
one of you
leavers.
lying.
CP, there are people leaving all faiths. There are people joining a lot of faiths. I agree.
A
But I
second
guess
ago,
when it comes to
a second ago, before you call me, a person from Germany, he called and he left Islam and he became a Christian.
but CP, listen, I'm talking about me. I'm telling you, like,
Okay,
of course I'm
let us
open.
go back to
I'm
you.
open-minded.
Let us go back to zero. What is the proof that Muhammad is a prophet?
The proof is that there are, you know, there's these accounts that where's their proof that Jesus, peace be upon him, was a prophet?
I do not
Where?
need to prove
There,
it to you because you are a
see,
Muslim.
I don't need to prove it to you. That
No,
you're
you
telling
need.
me
No,
that,
you
but you want
need
me to prove it to
because
you.
you are a Muslim and already you believe that Jesus is a prophet. So it's a hypocrisy to say to me, "What is the proof?" It looked like we are killing just killing
Because of
time.
because of
Do
most.
you believe that Jesus is a prophet or not?
I do,
So
yes,
why
I
are you
believe
asking
he's
me
a.
to prove it?
Well, why are you asking me to prove that Muhammad is a
Because I don't
prophet?
believe in it. This is the difference. I don't believe he's a prophet. I believe he's a scam. So I'm asking you, what is the proof that Muhammad is a prophet? Go ahead.
So okay, so almost, so like I can't say 100% because you don't know anything. We don't know, but based on the sort of the practices of life and what was taught
Hmm.
has a lot of value to
Like
billions and
what?
billions and billions of
Like
people.
what?
Number one,
Like what?
like what?
Yeah.
Like,
Hmm.
okay, so many teachings about how to act as a
Okay.
person,
Hmm.
many teaches of yeah, many teachings of how to cleanse
Okay, let me ask
yourself.
you. Let's see how he
Yes.
act. You're a prophet. He went to his own son house when the wife was alone, and he flirted with her, and he said to her, "Subhanallah mu'allif al-qulub." Allah, may Allah praise the one who flipped my heart for you. Is that the act of a decent man or a perverted man? What do you think if your father come to your house and he flirt with your wife, and she is your wife, not divorced, not separated, she is your wife? What do you think?
I I think that that's such a detailed account of something that, if that is true,
Hmm.
then that isn't right,
Okay,
right?
but
If
you
that
are
is,
the one a second ago. You said to me
but
his
I didn't.
behavior.
No, I didn't. I didn't say everything is 100% true in the
So
hadiths.
that
We
does
don't
that make him a
know.
prophet for you? A person he go to the house of a married woman and she is married to his own son and he flirt with her.
Yeah, I mean, flirting is not right. Is flirting something that Islam teaches?
You tell me. I don't know. I'm asking you.
It's not.
And
That's why.
this is a prophet. This is a prophet. Remember,
I know, but
this is
hear
not
me
me and
out. Hear
you.
me out, please.
Hmm.
It's not. So why? So that hadith may contradict what is actually the right thing to do.
No,
So
this is not even a
hadiths are
hadith.
not even.
You see, even the Quran says that Allah he told Muhammad, why you hide what Allah told you? Why you hide what is in your heart? His heart to what? He's encouraging the man to have a lust for a married woman.
Okay, so okay. These are small things. Do
This
you
is
think
not
that I
small
think
things.
about?
This is not
No,
small
but
things.
CP,
If I
CP, in
now,
my life. Oh no,
if the
CP.
Muslims
Wait, let me
now,
talk.
if the
I
Muslims
hear
now
you.
discover, if the Muslim now discover that the Christian prince is flirting with his own son, wife, this is a small thing for the Muslim. They
But
will make video.
CP,
They will
wait.
make a video about me everywhere. They will say,
But
look
does
how
this help?
corrupt he
Does
is.
this
They will say, look
tomorrow,
how
when I
filthy he
wake up?
is. So now you are being a hypocrite. What kind of
No,
God he
no,
encouraged?
CP. When
What?
I want to make this point. Whatever point you're trying to make, that's like very provocative discussion here. I just want to say this. Today, after I leave this call, am I gonna, for once, think about these small little things about the religion? I focus on the large picture.
What is the
The
large
large
picture?
picture is
The
the
large
large
picture,
picture is this.
that you can do muta. The large pictures you can attack the Romans so you can get the blonde girls. The large picture that there's a God, he promised you endless penis. What kind of a prophet he promised that? The large
See,
pictures.
those are things to make fun of the people that are
I'm not.
listening.
You
It,
see,
it is.
you
It is
see, you
CP
say
because the
I'm
average
making
human.
fun. I'm making fun. So you agree it is stupid, correct?
CP, what I'm saying is
Did your
I
God,
agree.
did
Yeah,
your
I
God,
agree.
did
What
you?
we're talking
Okay, what
about
is
is
the
stupid.
purpose?
Yes.
What is the purpose of God promising you women with big boobs?
But CP, this is not something that's on the mind of a human being right
It's the
now.
mind of a human being. So what is
It's
you?
not
So
only
what
maybe
if
you,
this
but
is not in
we're
the
not,
mind of a human being? It is the mind
this
of.
is
It is in
not
the
right
mind.
now in the mind
It
of
is
a lot
the
of people.
mind of God. A God. He promised you women with big boobs.
CP, the average person doesn't care about this stuff. The average person cares
Prove
about
it.
what do I do in my
Prove
life?
it. Prove
What's
it. Prove
true?
it.
And
Prove
what do
it.
I do
Prove
when
it.
I
No, you
die?
see,
What's going to happen when I die?
if the
CP,
average person don't care for big boobs, so why Allah being not being less than average person?
these are topics that are very provocative. Like people love to
You see,
hear about this,
you are
listen to
trying
it,
to
but this is
avoid
not
the
important
question.
to
If
me.
your God Allah is not an idiot, he is not an ignorant, he is not illiterate, what kind of a promising you, and you are claiming to be educated, and you are smart, and you are not the average person, don't care about this. You said that already. So why God? He's God. He is not lowest than average person. This is for a person. This is something you say for somebody you want to masturbate, for somebody getting horny, for somebody thinking about women to have sex. But this
But
is God, and this God
these
saying to you,
words are saying.
if you are a person who want to believe me, look, I'm going to give you big boobs.
but this is not like you think it's funny talking about boobs and horny and all that. I don't find that anything interesting
You are
because it
avoiding the
does.
question by saying
It's
things
not
have nothing to
important
do
to
with the
me.
topic. Do
CP.
you think it's funny? You tell me. You tell me. Is it funny or
I
not?
think I tell you what I think. If you let me answer,
Hmm.
CP. I think that respectfully, it's not the most important debate about life right now. What people are
I
going.
keep asking you, what is the proof that Muhammad is a prophet? And you bring me a point. I get you busted, and then you change the
What is
topic
the
right
proof
away.
that God
So,
exists, CP? You
I'm
tell me. What's
asking
the proof
you.
that God exists? I'm asking you.
What is the purpose of Islam?
The purpose? Oh, that's a very good question. I'm glad
Okay,
you're asking
go
that.
ahead.
Okay. The purpose of Islam is that it's a way of life and that it has
Like what?
many,
Like what? You go to your house, the
like,
house of your son, and you flirt with her?
no, we're not thinking about that.
No,
I
hold
was
on.
thinking.
Are you saying to me that Muhammad was not living the life of Islam?
You're sidetracking the conversation. You asked me what the purpose is. Can I
You
get into
said,
that?
yes, you said that Islam is the way of life. Muhammad, he is the first Muslim.
CP,
Was
what are we battling? What is the average
My friend,
person like?
take care. You are just here just to argue, but there's no point of speaking to you. It's just a waste of time. When you say to me Islam is the way of life, and then we find that Muhammad, he go to the wife of his own son and he flirt with her. That is the way of life in Islam. This is why no Muslim trusts a Muslim to enter his house. No Muslim even trusts his father to get along with his wife. Because they have the best man, he was a cheater. The best man was a child molester. He go after a 6-year-old girl. If Muhammad himself cannot keep up with the way you keep it, you claim it is good. If Islam is the way of life, how come Muhammad is very perverted person? And each time I show you something, you change the topic in the speed of light. What this have to do with this? What this will prove to you? What this would? And he is the one who mentioned them. We got them busted, and then he changed the topic. How Islam is the way of life? Do we have any Muslim here? My friend, we don't want to say that you are a waste of time, AJ, but you notice you can watch the video again when we finish. You will see you are jumping from place to a place. You know what? I'm going to give you one more call to give you opportunity to prove to us Islam from God. Is that fair, guys? But you promise me, not each time I show you that you say to me, what this will do to you? That will do to me, I'm showing you proofs. When I show you that your prophet, he make it clear that Adam commits sin not by his choice. It was Allah who forced him to commit sin. When I show you that your adultery, even your adultery, is not a choice you made. So you don't tell me what that will do to you. That will do a lot, because that will destroy all the idea of this God. Because we go to hell, why? Because we are disobeying God. We go to heaven, why? Because we disobey God. And then we find that we are, none of us disobeying God. It was a destiny. All right. Yes, AJ, go ahead.
Thank you again. And I want to say to all of your audience, like, I'm not here, I'm here genuinely to figure out, not figure out right now, but I just need to understand sort of like, I've been watching a lot of videos on, you know, the Muslims and how they debate the Christians like Bart Ehrman, all of these scholars. And I want to see you, Christian Prince, as a scholar. I don't want to see you as one that just puts everything down and starts making claims that are just really irrelevant. The average person, and please hear me out for another few seconds, is the average person in life doesn't care about those little things right now. What we want to think about is, what is our purpose? What is the value system that we have? What in history is out there as evidence to believe something? And when you bring these little things like boobs and all these words that are just that rouse people up, and I feel like your audience, they have good hearts, but they just love hearing, you know, these types of conversations that just make fun of everything. And I want you to realize it's not about, this is real. This is not about making fun of things, calling people potatoes, this and that. It's very bad to be disrespectful, and that shows the characters of Christians that are doing this. If y'all are Christians, it's not right to call people that. If you're going to convert, you know, Muslims to Christians, you need to have the utmost respect and, you know, need to really, really be sincere about it. And so,
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, why your Quran call us najis? As long
I
it's
don't know
not
what that
good.
just
As
means.
long
Really?
it is not good to call people potatoes. So potato for you is an insult. Calling us filthy, disgusting, filthy is okay.
No, but this is not true, CP,
It
because
is
back in
true.
the day,
It is
no, but
true.
back in
It
the
is
day,
true.
you know, if you're from that area, Middle East, you know that they coexist. All religions have coexisted. The Muslims went to
This is not the
Spain.
question. Don't change the topic. You see this what you
I know,
do?
but we're
You
talking
are
about
the one who
history.
said to me, why you call people potatoes? So potatoes for you is an insult. If I call you now filthy, is that okay?
Well,
If
what
I
do you
call
mean,
you,
is it
if
okay?
I
Is that
call you,
funny?
what
It's
about
not
if,
okay to call
okay,
anybody filthy.
is it okay to call you a donkey?
No, it's not
So
okay
why
to
the
call a
Quran call
person a
us
donkey.
donkeys? Why the Quran call us donkeys?
But that's not like, where does it say that?
Here
Show
we
me
go.
that.
Here we go.
You're going to the hadiths,
Open.
right?
No, this is Quran, chapter 62, verse number 5.
Okay. Okay, can I ask you another question
Don't
about
change the
so it's not
topic. Don't change the topic. So
I'm
which one is
not
better
does
for you, to call you a potato or to call you a donkey?
it's not good to call any name. But anyway,
Is it
I want to
okay to,
ask.
okay, what about I say to you, go and bite the penis of your father?
Oh my God, like CP, this is not. Let's forget about the name
No, why
calling
you
right
want to
now.
forget? You are the one who opened the topic. When you're a prophet, he says, tell him to go and
Yeah.
bite the
Oh, let's
penis
talk
of your
about this one. Okay,
father.
the
Is
similitude of those who were charged with
why
the
you're
obligation.
okay, listen, you see how you contradict yourself in 2 seconds? You said to me, I said to you, I will give you opportunity to prove me wrong. You call me and you open a door of hell on your prophet. What kind of a prophet? A person don't agree with him, just he is proud about his parents. He said to him, go and bite the penis of your father. What kind of prophet he is?
Okay, so do you want me to answer this question about the donkey? What I feel, but I'm not a scholar at
No,
any
answer
like
about
I'm
biting
not
the
claiming.
penis. It's more harmful.
I don't. We're talking about the donkey or the penis? Which one?
Both they have penis anyway.
See, that's the thing. The religion is super important for people to realize
How
what
it's
the
so
purpose of their
important
life.
to the point if a person he is proud about his parents, you say to him, go and bite the penis of your father. What that have to do with this? Why he cannot be proud about his parents? And what kind of a prophet says to him? Say to him, don't do that. Say to him, this is not right. Why you say to him, go and bite the penis of your father? What that will do to Muhammad?
I don't know what that will do to me either, so I don't
Okay.
understand that, and I don't. That's not the
You said to
focus of
me,
my mind right now.
Islam is a way of life. Did your prophet used to beat Muslims and he insult them and he said the F word to them?
I mean, like these are things. What about the good things? Are you mentioning just the bad things?
A second ago, you were telling me that you Christian prince, you insult people, you said it to them potato. I want you to speak like a scholar. Now we have a prophet. He said the most stupid, ignorant, filthy things ever. He even beat Muslims. He whipped their back and he cursed them and he said the F word to them. And then he claimed that this is a blessing from Allah for them. Do you want me to give you some blessing like Muhammad?
I
By
know, but
saying the F word.
can we not talk about like the bad part
It is
of
you who
Islam?
mentioned that to me. You see, AJ, you are the one who called me. You are the one who mentioned the topic. The second we got you busted with it, you want to change it. That's forget about it. It's you who mentioned that. So what you do, you mention something and then you want to retreat right away because this Christian prince is like a gun machine. He have tons of evidence. The second I say to him anything, even if I speak about microwave, he will give me a hadith. By the way, give me one thing. Just say to me anything, and I will give you something horrible about your prophet. Just say, go ahead.
One thing, what about? That's
Anything.
good.
Imagine something. I cannot find something bad about Muhammad in something. Give me. Go ahead. Try.
I would like to ask you if you find any positive thing about Islam or even Christianity. What is good about? I'm over here I'm over here trying to on the fence of whether Islam is true or Christianity is true, and you keep telling me about the things that are these verses that just make no sense at all and have no like they just don't have any bearings of what is on my mind right now. The question is about God. It's about whether there's one God or multiple gods, and there's about it's also, is the Bible true
Okay.
itself?
How many
Okay,
God?
let's say the Quran's not
How
true.
many God you have? How many
I'll
God you
give you the
have?
benefit of that. The Quran's not true.
How many gods you have?
In Islam, there is one God, a creator.
All right. So how the Quran says, if Allah would like to have a wife or a girlfriend, He will take her from us. Allah will marry a woman or will sleep with a woman, a girlfriend from us. Who is us?
I mean, okay. So, like, when you ask me this question, I have no idea that this even exists,
My friend,
and I don't even.
I'm showing you the verse, chapter 21, verse number 17. Go ahead.
Chapter 21.
Verse
Let
number
me try to
17.
see.
Okay.
Surah 21, verse 17. Okay. Let me just find that. So the question is, let's see. Do you have it on your screen? I can read it.
Yes, I have it.
Okay, here it is.
On your side.
Okay, so we intended to take pastime, we could surely have taken it if we were going to do that. So what I think this says is, I mean, like the IE part, wife or son. I think what it's saying is that if we wanted to create a son of God, then we would have done that. Like God could do that.
Does it say
right?
the word create there, or it says if we want to take?
Oh, if we intended to take,
Okay,
you know, words
not to
of English
create.
are
Okay,
very, English is very, like,
take. It says taking it. We will take it from us. Do you see taking it from us?
yeah. Are you reading the Clear Quran? Is that the one that
What
you're
clear
using?
Quran?
The Clear Quran is the English.
Who care about translation? For me, I speak Arabic. Arabic is my language. لو أردنا أن نتخذ له ونتخذناه من لدنا إن كنا فاعلين. Who care about the translation? I'm showing translation because you are a person who do not know how to read Arabic.
No, this is Surah 17, you said?
21, verse number 17.
Sorry. Okay, sorry. The prophets. Okay, 7, chapter 7. Okay. The Clear Quran says if we wanted amusement, we could have found it within us. Is this? I'm in Surah 21, the prophets, Anbiya, right?
Okay, I will go with you guys. The Clear Quran is better. We'll go. Let's
go to Clear
It's called
Quran
the Clear Quran. Like, come on, it's called the Clear Quran. Okay, Clear Quran. It says from us. Okay, from us. Who's us?
Do you have that up? Because I don't see it yet.
No, I don't know if they have this Clear Quran. I don't know. It's called the Clear Quran. Who is the translator? Do you know?
Are you able to pull that up?
I don't know if I can find such a thing. Clear Quran.
Yeah. Well, I'm in chapter 21. Surah 21, verse 7.
Okay, who is the translator? Do you know? I don't see Clear Quran here.
You just have to go to clearquran.com.
Clearquran.com? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the more like sort of English new version of like what how my language.
Oh, okay. Anyway, my friend, does it say us?
Let me verify which one we're talking about. Chapter 21,
How many
verse
times I have
7?
to repeat the verse for you, my
Sorry.
friend?
Sorry, it's hard because I have a huge audience and it's nerve-wracking to get in front of people. You've done this many, many years, so you're very good at it.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, I don't see it yet.
Here we go. This is your Clear Quran. I will put on the screen. It says within us. Who is us? If we wanted amusement, we could have found it within us. Correct?
Yeah, if we wanted amusement. So see how different this is than what you have on your screen?
Because Muslims, they lie. Thank you very much for mentioning
I know, but CP,
thank you for saying you know. Thank you for saying you know. I said
you
Muslims,
can claim they lie.
Okay.
There are Muslims that lie. I agree with that.
This is a translation. This translation is adopted by Muslims in their website. So why it is in their website if it's not true?
No. Okay, so let's focus on this one because we're on the same page. The one that you have, I have no idea. Why is it so different than this?
No problem. Now go with the one you have. Forget about.
Okay, if we wanted amusement, we could have found it. No. We were to do so. So I think it's saying like. I mean, we'd have to kind of read up, you know, like we'd have to read up. This is all in context.
Okay, go context. Go ahead.
Let's start from the beginning, I guess.
Okay,
can you kind of, yeah, can you kind of, share when you're sharing your screen, kind of pull back text that's very deep.
You can read from your side because this the problem with this website. They have it. The text is like when I zoom out to have it all is going to be small.
Okay, so it's. I mean, it's to read all of it would take a long time.
My
So,
friend, it's you who say, let us read from the beginning. Okay, open from your side in your phone, or read it from your side. Give me a break.
but
So
I can't
we
share my
found
screen
it.
with the
We found
audience.
it without. We do not need. I'm sharing the screen here. We found
Okay.
it within us. Who is us?
Well, on your screen, I can only see like half of the text. Oh, there you
My
go.
friend, it
Okay,
is you
there
who
you
did
go.
read
Okay, yeah, you're
already.
right. You're right.
Look,
I'm
look, look,
sorry.
look, look
There,
at
there.
it.
That's
AG,
better.
no,
Much
no,
better.
no, wait. It is you who did read the verse in front of you, which I did not open yet in that translation. So how come now you cannot see it no more? It is you who opened it
Okay,
before
okay. I
me.
see it. I see it. I see it. CP. I see. Okay, they said, "Woe to us. We were unfair." Who is they? Are they talking about?
Does it say if we wanted? We. Who's we?
I think it meant the Lord, God,
The Lord is we.
Allah, Allah.
How many Lord you have?
No, like if we, Allah says Allah did not create the sky and earth and what is between them for amusement. That's true, right? It's not for amusement. There's a purpose. And so, how is this? The question is, how is this compared to the one that you were showing everyone? The text is totally different, like completely.
So what I would do now, what we would do, you see, you don't want to talk about the one you chose, you don't want to talk about the other one you chose, and now
Well, let's talk about this one. Okay, what is your claim about this? Because I don't
it
have a claim.
says that Allah will find a partner within us. The amusement here is the word lahu, which means
No,
we.
it says no. It says we did not create the sky and earth and what is between them for amusement. If we wanted amusement, so God is saying if that God was trying to amuse us, it would have been there. But we have a purpose.
This is a false translation because simply Allah says we did not create the heaven and the sky plain, not amusement. So here the first amusement is a fraud.
But if you say that the English translation of the Clear Quran is a false translation,
All your
then
translation is false, including the other one I'm
but
showing
then
you.
the Quran becomes like a mute point, so it
I don't
becomes
care. I
irrelevant.
don't
So
care. For me, I am showing
no,
in
no,
Arabic. You
CP,
can copy it. Listen, my
but
friend.
CP, I
My
will
friend,
ignore the Quran.
listen. You can copy the sentence as it is and you post it in Google Translation.
Why
And
don't
you will
now we
see.
go to the Bible? Why don't we go to
It
the Bible
says,
now?
okay, take care, take care.
Let's
Yeah.